Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Timothy Roy and this is Timothy Roy Walks. So today's video we are actually heading to Toronto Pearson Airport, International Airport, and we are flying to Newfoundland. Not sure how much walking is going to be done. We'll try and get some walking in. But yeah, we're gonna bring you guys with us. Sorry, it's early. Not super early, but it's early.
This is a good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has a clear light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a wreck. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give.
Hey guys, welcome back. So as you may have noticed, we didn't do much recording after we landed and got off the plane. That's because we were spending time with the family. However, today is Saturday, it's the next day, and we decided to go for a little hike. So it's going to be a flight and a hike. We are here at Tablelands. Not sure how well you can hear me just because the wind is blowing really strong. I do have my mic stashed in a little pocket with the wind muff on. But yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me, and hopefully you guys enjoy this little hike. So this trail is located in Gros Morne National Park on the west coast of Newfoundland. It's a great starter trail. It's not very long. It's nice and easy layout. It's not hard terrain to walk on, and it gives you a good understanding of how difficult other trails could be. Just mainly from rain and stuff like that. A lot of trails become a lot more difficult in the rain. So if you find this trail is quite wet, then expect other trails to be a little worse. really gray day. These winds are the tail end of the hurricane that passed up through the Atlantic. Can't remember the name of the hurricane, but I'll put it on the screen. How you doing? So to the left you'll see normal boreal forest vegetation, but to the right, covered with a bit of clouds, is Tablelands mountain. Because of the iron that's in the rock, there's not a whole lot of plant life on there, and that's what gives it the brown look as well, through oxidation. I'll put the word on the screen. You guys know what I'm talking about. Oxidation. I'm gonna cut this part out, I think.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Oxidation? I'm still thinking about the word. So how many people, when you screw up a word, it gets stuck in your head until you can pronounce it properly? Leave in the comments below. So this is a great test of the wind muff on the mic as well. I'm using the DJI Pocket 2, the Creator Combo, so I have the Bluetooth mic. And it's like 14 degrees with here as well. A little chilly. Kind of used to the warmer weather in Toronto. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. One thing I love about the trails here in Newfoundland, and this is kind of not just in Newfoundland but all over the world, hikers just have a friendly attitude a lot of times. And you have a little rock bench. Some streams just up this way. There's a waterfalls. On the way back out, I will take some photos and then add them in, just to show you like the rocks and all that. I believe it was part of the like tectonic plates as they collided. One gets pushed up through, and that's and I believe that's what happened here. It's old ancient ocean floor tectonic plates. If you Google Tableland Mountains, Newfoundland, you'll find some good information on it. So here's a brook that leads up to like a bowl. Funny thing, not so much funny, but on the right side of this brook you can walk up through and actually get on top of Tablelands. I one time, like years ago, I hiked up there and actually camped out overnight in a bivy bag, which was quite an experience. It was I was by myself, and there's nothing like being by yourself in a bivy bag to realize how little you are in nature. We got a little sprinkle of rain. Unfortunately, if it do start raining, I will have to cut the video short. I don't think the DJI Pocket 2 is waterproof. I'm sure it would hold up in the rain a bit. You get really good views from on top of the Tablelands as well. Unfortunately, we won't be going up there today, and even if we did, we couldn't see anything through the clouds. Not sure if the rest of my crew is turning back or not. I'm kind of walking a bit faster than they are, but this is a type of hike that you can do in 20 minutes. So we will probably be back out here again a few times. It's a great afternoon hike, or even an evening after dinner. It's not difficult, it's not too long, and it's easily accessible if you're in the Woody Point or Trout River area of Gros Morne National Park. I'm I'm actually going to speed up a little bit. When I get to the end, I'm not going to record on the way back, but I'll record the trip there, and then I might meet up with them on the way back, and they'll probably want to turn around, especially if it starts raining more. This is also a great area, or used to be a great area, for caribou watching. There used to be some caribou and moose throughout here. I did bring my camcorder as well. So far this morning I was lucky enough to get a bald eagle flying around. So I'm hoping to get some caribou, maybe moose. If I'm really lucky, bear and whale. If I'm lucky enough to be a whale in the bay. Bear is going to be hard, just because in Newfoundland we have small black bears, and they're not really aggressive, so they tend to run away and stay away from humans. Moose and caribou, though, I guess they're more used to humans, so they hang out and watch us watch them. However, the reason why I brought my camcorder is the zoom. As most of you guys know, you get too close to an animal, it tends to run away, unless it's backed in a corner. So this is probably the windiest day. I've used this camera setup, so it's a good test of the mic, and just a good test of the camera in general. It's pretty low light with all the clouds. Oh, for anyone coming here as a tourist, you can also book, I think, hikes. I think you can book hikes with the park, and they'll talk a lot more about the land and all the scientific stuff about it. I have the wide-angle lens that I use with the Pocket 2, and with the strong wind, the Pocket 2 keeps saying the lens is disconnected and reconnected. Although it's still on, you're still getting that 15mm wide field of view. I just hope you guys can hear me, because it is really windy. So I just give you guys a quick view around. On the other side is the regular mountains. There is another brook rolling or going down through the bowl of the mountain there, where we're kind of walking up and through. And on the other side of the brook, you can actually go quite a bit a ways. I went across there before, and that's actually where I did see a bear. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lens long enough to get a good photo. But I am more prepared for wildlife videography this trip. Hello. Hello. Okay, looks like we're getting a little bit of a break from the wind. We're starting to enter into the bowl. So being that we're starting to get surrounded by the mountains, there's a little bit of a wind break. I have to say, even though even though it's 14 degrees and there's some like misty rain and not a great visibility, I absolutely love this. I love doing like little day hikes like this, and I definitely missed this not being home for so long. So I'm hoping you guys enjoy this as much as I've enjoyed bringing you guys along. My thumb is starting to become numb. It's hard to press the button 3 times in a row. But this is great. I could just go for hours in this kind of temperature. It's cool enough that you can go at a brisk pace and not have to worry about sweating or anything. I just have a light thermal jacket on, North Face thermal jacket. The wind picks up again. As I'm walking, I keep looking in the distance to see if I can see a moose or caribou. If I do, I will stop this recording, take out my camcorder, and try and get a recording of any animals, and then add it in to the video. Then restart this one again, or start from where I left off here. I can always, I guess, try and do both at the same time. Record myself as I'm trying to hunt down animals to record. right here is the brook that I mentioned before. There is a couple spots where you can cross fairly easily without getting wet. You can hop a couple of big rocks across. And then on the other side of the brook, it just keeps going for a few miles. And then you'll eventually come to another brook. And on the other side of that brook, it's back to the boreal forest and a bit of grasslands. So right here, it's kind of got some low cloud, but this is the bowl. You can't see the top there with the clouds. So being on top would have a horrible view today, and quite easily lost as well. Because of the steepness of the cliffs, there's only a few places you can get up through on this side of the mountain. But hi. So yeah, it keeps thinking the lens has been removed and reattached. The problem with that is I can't see my mic levels. Not that I have it on manual, but can't see how much the wind is affecting it, which is picking up again. We have some beautiful brooks, if you can hear me. And it is quite windy up here. We have gotten a bit of rain lately because of the tail end of the hurricane. So the brook is higher than normal. It would be a bit more difficult to cross. As you can see behind me, there's actually a trail going behind me. This is the end of the basic trail, and there's a trail actually leading to the top of the mountains. I have no idea if you can hear me. I'm kind of yelling to try and overtake the wind. But if you can't hear me, there's another trail that leads up through the bowl here that you can actually get on top of the mountains as well. We won't be going that far. This is where we're going to end the video. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this video. We do have a bunch more fun videos to do on this trip. I'm super happy to be here. So happy you guys can join me. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you get notified when we do post new videos. I do try twice a week, once on Saturdays and then once Tuesday or Wednesday. And you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter under the same name, Timothy Roy Walks. I'll see you guys on our next walk.